Hey, Coach Miller here with BTB Lax, and I took a look at my first MLL game of the 2018 season. I know I've been delinquent on this, but better late than never. And what I looked at was I watched Dallas host the Florida launch. This game didn't really mean much for Dallas because they were already the #1 seed, but I wanted to take a look at them before the playoffs start this weekend. So let's dive right into it and look at some clips.
Watched by Jordan Stevens. Now Dylan Malloy. Malloy works it back out. McCardle looks for a second and he's got it.
Okay, so watch Malloy. They flipped the field right there and he's wide open on the backside. As Dunn was slow to get back over. And that's the thing, when you've got so many accomplished goal scorers, everybody was watching Dylan.
All right, so this first clip was early in the game and it was a wing dodge from Dylan Malloy in the Florida launch. And I want to walk through, draw it out a little bit. So, as you can see that what just happened, Malloy was dodging from the wing, getting to here. You have these other offensive players in the O, marked by the O, the X's that are defenders. So, this guy ended up sliding. This guy kind of converged a little bit as well. This guy helped on that backside. This far side defender kind of just stayed stagnant there. And then McCardle, who was cross crease, found that opening slip. The problem that happened here was that they were delayed in subbing, so you can see this guy, this trailing midi, come in as a defender late. And usually if he was in there subbing, he would be in here kind of as a crash helping on this backside. But because he wasn't there, and this, this defender on the backside pipe was somewhat, not sticks up in the passing lane, this skip pass was able to be made. Great look by Malloy to McCardle for an easy goal there. So it was a good play, a little bit of a defensive breakdown there with the substitutions for Dallas. So, and that led to a goal for Florida.
Guys, he goes all out nonstop no matter what. So he got a week off last week. You're going to give him an opportunity now to get back to his rhythm. And by the way, before the push happened, there was a crease violation on Dallas, so that's why Florida got the ball back.
And Florida scores again. Connor Bucy from Cornell makes it 3-0. That's number 21 this season for the fourth-year pro.
Here's Bucy. He sweeps from left to right, gets himself a lane to shoot, goes low. And I don't think that John Gale was planning on that one going low. I think he was expecting that to.
All right, moving on to clip number 2, and this play was awesome, as you can see. It was a coast-to-coast by Connor Bucy. He played at Cornell, he's been in the league now for a while. This guy's a beast. But anyway, as you can see, he started just by clearing the ball all the way down here, just a one-man show, got up to here, legging it, and then I just wanted to pinpoint this scenario right here where Bucy has the ball here, the long stick defender is here guarding him, and there's just this little subtle opportunity where Bucy was able to get this to his right hand, as opposed to this defender keeping him down the alley, which would have been this side right here, and this defender would have been able to slide. He would have been the one slide. But because Bucy was able to get top side on him and get across him and cross this, plane of the field and get to here, all he needed was to get to his right hand, and he was able to get a good shot and score it. Coast-to-coast goal. So there's just a little breakdown by letting him get top field and get him across, get that right hand for a goal. There you go.
Just under both B.J. O'Hara and Tim Sudan. Still lives up in the upstate New York area.
Backhander and a goal. Pretty finish by Jordan McIntosh. 7-2.
I highly, highly recommend that players practice this underhand shot. It is being used more and more. I think it's something useful you should have in your toolkit, and it's just awesome. It gives you another opportunity to score, and just look at it, how effective it is. I mean, you can't defend that. I would practice this if I were you, shooters out there, for sure. All right, so for all those long stick middies out there, those long poles, this is the way to pick up a ground ball. This is Joel White, who's on the world team that just concluded his games a couple weeks ago. He just picks the ball up, one scoop. He can handle it so well. Then you're going to see him proceed to go and score. Unfortunately, gets called back, but it was just awesome, awesome play. But this is the way you need to pick up a ground ball.
Four.
Remember a couple minutes ago when Joel White had the short stick and I said he's very good offensively?
Yes, I do remember that.
This is exactly what we're talking about. What a beautiful play by Joel White. My pick for Defensive Player of the Year.
Jordan Wolf's been held in check so far. Wolf finally gets going for Dallas to make it a 10-4 game.
You were saying?
Yes, first goal of the game for Jordan Wolf, 30th of the season.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time before Jordan Wolf got into scoring. See him get the pick from Jordan McIntosh. Durkin tried to get physical with him, but Wolf got the inside position and got the goal. Wolf and McIntosh do such a great job of working that two-man game. This time, Wolf works off the pick.
Here we go, moving on to clip number 5, as you just saw, and you heard the announcer talk about the two-man game behind. So here we have Jordan Wolf with the ball. He's an all-world attackman, one of the best players in the MLL. He's being guarded by Tucker Durkin, who's also another all-world defender. However, they refer to this two-man game behind where you have another offensive player trying to set a pick to give the guy a step, which is what happens. So this guy sets a pick. Durkin's able to get through it and still actually maintain pretty decent position to when they get up to GLE. He's still in decent position, but I mean, what needs to happen is this short stick never really gets involved. He kind of just hangs here, as you know, he could either slide there and provide more help, or what I'd rather see is these guys, these defenders up here, they're looking this way, right? The whole time. These offensive players are doing a pretty good job of occupying their attention, but what probably needs to happen is if this guy, this short stick isn't going to slide to help there, he probably needs to sag down and slide early, understanding that, you know, 32 with the ball is one of the best players in the league, and to kind of, you know, get there to provide some assistance for the long stick defenseman who was guarding Wolf the whole time. And because that didn't happen, what you see is basically just a one-on-one. Wolf got to here, was able to get to the inside and score, partly because that little bit of a half a step he got there from the pick from behind at X. So there, just want to take a look at that two-man behind, what the announcers were talking about.
Because now we know this is not the grouping that he wanted to put out on the field tonight.
Cardinal turns and fires and scores. Second half begins like the first half began. It's a goal for Florida, and they're on top by 7.
So McCardle working on Dunn once again. Just a nice move right there. Gets Dunn off balance, and now he has a lane to shoot, and he's been doing that all night to Matt Dunn. It's really impressive how here McCardle.
All right, here we go. Clip number 6 here, and it's a McCardle goal for the Florida launch. And basically, we have, you know, this midi passing the ball down to McCardle, catches it, and all he does is clear through after he throws it. You can kind of see him clearing through there. And basically the defender just really overcommits because this rollback is just a really good move by McCardle. He's able to free his hands. Maybe, if anything, this defender could have noticed that and helped and just hedged to get there. But I think it was just, you know, a great recognition that he could, you know, roll back really quickly. This defender was too overcommitted this way, and it was just, he got like 2 steps and an easy goal. So I'm sure the defender in that case was kicking himself for overcommitting like that, but it was an easy goal from McCardle there for the Florida. Okay, this is just another great example of how to pick a ground ball up with a long pole. This is Joe White again. He's just so good, so fluid off the ground, picking ground balls up. And there's just a great example of how to pick ground balls up. Takes practice to get there, so just start doing a lot of reps, picking up those balls.
New York, Chesapeake are the three playoff teams at the moment. Atlanta and Denver playing for that final spot.
And looking for their first ever playoff appearance.
And a goal. Dallas gets a goal from Jordan McIntosh. 5-goal game.
Dallas is chipping away, dating back to late in the second quarter. Dallas has now scored 3 of the last 4 goals in this contest. So here's McIntosh coming from behind Max, gets goal line extended, working on Resch. Just a little hesitation, has a really sharp angle at the goal, but yet is able to find a way to put it in.
All right, here we go, clip number 8. Now here we had a dodge, kind of a 2-man game behind again a little bit, but we had a dodge from X with a short stick going against a short stick. McIntosh had the ball. He ends up scoring, as you could just see. But what I want to highlight is when he gets to this money spot, which we like to call it the BTB Lax, it's 5 and 5, 5 yards out, 5 yards up from GLE. He gets to here, right? And then he rolls back to get to his right hand. And this is what I want to point out, like this matchup right in here. Because here you can see if this defender was not, he kind of gets like screened by the offensive guy. He needs to be on this side of him as opposed to this side of him. So like when he rolls back, he can be the slide guy. But the fact that he's at this far side pipe, you know, blocked out by this offensive player, he can't provide any help there. And not to mention, it was a great goal. It was actually pretty good defense by the short stick, but I mean, these guys are all world players, so he needs to be on the other side of him so that he can provide a slide there and get to that spot as opposed to being blocked out by it. All right, there we go.
Renner knocked off balance, turnover, picked up by Donnie Moss.
All right, this is more of the Joel White story. You can just see his stick skills are so smooth. Just fires an apple to the cutting attackman for an assist. Just good stuff right there. Just got a great stick, handles the rock. Dallas gets a goal.
Dallas would be in front right now, but Count has had another fantastic game here tonight.
Yeah, he's been keeping Florida in this defensively with their amazing safety.
Wolf, score! Jordan Wolf brings Dallas within a goal.
That's why you can never count the Rattlers out. They have so much firepower. That's now 6 in a row. When you put it in the hands of maybe the most exciting player in Major League Lacrosse, he gets the pass from McIntosh. McIntosh cuts through, and it just pauses the defense just for a moment. And Durkin isn't as tight on Wolf as he was before that cut came through. Wolf sends it high over the shoulder.
All right, here we go, clip number 10, and here's another 2-man game behind where Jordan Wolf gets another goal just by causing that little brief delay. Here you're gonna see McIntosh, the player O, set, you know, kind of a screen, a pseudo screen, and there's ever so slightly delay on the defender guarding Wolf, where this defender looked like they were gonna switch initially, but then they didn't, and he remained with them. That was able to give Wolf a step, a half a step, pretty much right away. And then at the same time, this offensive player up here was doing a good job of moving, occupying this defender's eyes, so he really couldn't help slide either. He was able to get that step and get a goal there. So what I would like to see is, either be more definitive on the switch right away and actually maybe do switch, or if not, have this defender be more active and engaged and knowing that 32 has the ball and slide, you know, and rely on his backside help to help guard this guy who was potentially sliding off the crease. All right, so there we go there.
Just for this mere fact, we now have a 1-goal game with 8.5 to go.
Crotty ties the game at 11. In a row for Dallas.
And that's 3 goals in 1 minute and 16 seconds. As Ned Crotty ties up. See Crotty come back. He's got the shorty matchup against Rush. He crosses Rush up and he's out of position completely. As soon as Crotty gets above goal line extended, he realizes that Cout is hugging that pipe and sends it to the opposite pipe. So,
all right, here we go. Clip number 11. The game was 11-10. Dallas was trailing by a goal. All right. Earlier in the game, they were down by like 6 or 7 goals, so they were on a furious comeback. So Florida needed a stop. And Florida just kind of broke down defensively multiple time and time again in that second half. So here, you're going to see this is an invert situation. We have Ned Crotty with the ball being guarded by a short stick defender. And you would think they're going to play some sort of 2-man game behind, but Crotty just peels off immediately. And up here, you can notice on the crease, there was only 3 offensive players and 4 defenders, and they were just kind of late to get that one slide identified to get over there quickly. You see this guy come, but he's late, giving Crotty an opportunity to get up here, get his hands free, and get that goal. They need to make sure that slide is identified sooner, so that slide gets there sooner rather than later, not on the later side, which led to a goal. Here we go, it's 11-11 now, and it's a tie ball game.
Where we had a ton of shot clock issues. We haven't had a shot clock issue in the middle of a possession in overtime.
Bucy. Shot. That's a score. Florida holds off the run. Steven Brooks gets the goal.
Steven Brooks, out of Syracuse, was originally drafted in 2008 by the Chicago Machine, which turned into the Rochester Rattlers, which turned into the Dallas Rattlers. Gets that mid-range shot, whips it right into that right corner for the goal.
8th goal of the season for.
All right, here we go. Clip number 12 here. It's the first time Florida's had the ball in a while, and they're looking to get a good possession here, regain the lead. And actually, they have a really nice play that they set up here. Here they have 3 offensive players kind of in a stack across, close just above GLE. Connor Bucy has the ball up top. Another middy's right here. Connor dodges to his right as this middy pops up here. As that's happening, this middy right up here is getting this little space, allowing himself to get this lane. This defender's a little confused because of the commotion going there. These 2 guys are staying stagnant. Pass across the top for a goal. So it was a good play by the Florida launch to get the lead back and see what happens the rest of the game.
And the Cardinals scored 3 minutes and 6 seconds into the 3rd quarter. Long route goes scored by Brooks. Bucy adds to it.
All right, so here we go. Florida's up by a goal. This is just Bucy again being a beast. The guy, he gets fouled, no call. Just tenacious dodger, gets to the cage, puts it in. After this goal, I thought Florida was actually going to hang on and win, but as you'll see soon, they didn't. Too bad for Florida.
Great Major League Lacrosse players.
Wolf. Down a goal. Save made. Point blank again by Cout.
All right, less than a minute left here. Dallas is man up. So So they have a great opportunity to score another goal. And here we see they start off in kind of a 1-3-2 with 2-man behind, and then it morphs. So as you see the play progress, this attackman behind the cage makes his way all the way up here, causing some commotion. These guys shift as well, while this guy pops off to the side here. And with that movement, they're able to get some good passes and give him a great look. They weren't able to convert, but it was a good look on a man-up opportunity with less than a minute to play.
Thompson didn't change his level. He showed high and went high. So now Florida just needs to play keep away, and they've won this game.
Shot clock is off. Dallas not giving up without a fight. McNamara took a pretty hard shot.
White got it.
Picked up by Dallas. Approaching 30 seconds, they're down a goal.
Dallas has already played 2 overtime games here at home.
Crotty tries it from deep. Is it a 2? Is it a 2? It is!
So this is a bad break all along for Florida. All they had to do was clear the ball after the man-up stopped. They weren't able to do that, turn the ball over, and then this Lax, Bucy just lets a guy rip one from outside the 2-point line, and Crotty nails it. They win the game.
All right, so there you have it. Florida basically gave that one up. Dallas was down, like I said, 6-7 goals earlier in the game. They stormed back. They weren't even playing a lot of their guys. They have the #1 seed for the MLL playoffs this weekend, so we'll see how they do there. I'll definitely be watching both games and report back to you on some good clips, some stuff to check out. So one of the things that I just wanted to point out, that last clip that we just saw, we saw that Florida made the stop with the man-up opportunity, right? All they had to do was clear the ball. They were close to clearing it. They turned the ball over. Dallas regains possession, gets the ball back, and then Ned Crotty has that look just by that brief defensive lapse where they let his hands free. He shoots a 2-pointer left-handed to win the game by 1. So, I mean, that just goes to show you how quickly things can change. But let me tell you something. These guys practice time and time again to shoot those types of shots. And right now it's August. There's still probably a couple weeks before school starts. But if you're really still, looking to get better, I'm actually creating a 2-pointer code for a 50% off price of the BTB Players Manual, which is our best product, our most comprehensive product. You can follow everything from skills to shooting to footwork to all that stuff. There's also a strength, speed, and conditioning component to it. It's over 6 hours of content with some awesome bonuses. So just use the 2-pointer code at checkout to get that discount, and you can start right away to use these last couple of weeks of summer to your advantage to become a better lacrosse player. All right, see you in the next video. Check out those games this weekend. Talk soon, Coach Miller.